name is Liam Spurlock, and I'm a sophomore at DuPont Manual High School. The experiment I conducted was comparing electrolyte levels of different sports drinks. The idea for this experiment came from me being a personal athlete playing soccer and hearing after every game from my coach to gain more electrolytes in the drinks that we consumed after. So, what are electrolytes? Electrolytes are different minerals inside the human body that help the human body function. They help connect tissues, organs, and liquids that help them become active. Too much or too little of these electrolytes can be harmful to the human body. The main contributors to the electrolytes are potassium and sodium levels. So, my question was, which sports drink has more electrolytes? Distilled water, coconut water, Powerade, Gatorade, or Propel? My hypothesis was that if coconut juice was designed to gain more electrolytes, similar to the other sports drinks, but also had the natural ingredients of potassium and sodium levels, that this result then would result in more electrolytes than the other drinks. The purpose of this experiment was to determine which sports drink had the highest amount of electrolytes. This is important to all athletes and people in general within the country because electrolytes are essential for the human body in order for them to function. Many times when people choose their drink, they don't know how many electrolytes are in that drink. After this data, they will be able to see how many electrolytes they're actually consuming and getting. That way they can be safe and live a healthier life. For this experiment, the materials needed was a quart of distilled water, a quart of coconut water, a quart of Powerade, a quart of Gatorade, and a quart of Propel. Along with this was a multimeter that could measure in milliamps, a 9-volt battery, copper wires, and a refrigerator. The first procedure was to keep all the drinks in the refrigerator for at least an hour. This way, all of the drinks would be kept at a constant temperature. The next step would be to pour each drink into separate cups. This way, you do not mix any of the different drinks, causing failure in the data. Next, using the multimeter, the copper wires, and the 9-volt battery, you would create an open circuit. This is represented in this graph right here, where the multimeter and the wires connect to the 9-volt battery with this cup container containing the different drinks would close the circuit, therefore being able to measure the different milliamps in it. Once you have it set up, you then change the multimeter settings to milliamps and then record the values of each one. For each drink, I used 30 trials in order to keep a significant value for each one. Here in table 1, you can see that the number of trials are listed down here and that for each 5 drinks, there is a recorded value. After getting all of the recorded values, I created table 2 to see the variance, the mean, the standard deviation, and the ANOVA test value of each one. The mean of distilled water was 7.8, while the mean of coconut juice was 63.2. The mean of Powerade was 26.2, while Gatorade was 25.5. And then Propel was lower at 19.0. Table 3, you can see representation of all the different juices and the levels on the line graph. As you can see here in the red, coconut juice is significantly higher than the other drinks. Powerade, Gatorade, and Propel are in the low 20s, while distilled water is at 7.9 at the bottom. In conclusion, I found that coconut juice had the most electrolytes compared to the other sports drinks. Using the ANOVA test value, it was found that the p-value was 0.00001, which proved to be very significant data. This also proved my hypothesis to be correct. Factors that could have hindered the experiment were the reuse of the copper wires. In the experiment, I only used the copper wires for every single juice. This could have resulted in the wires wearing down from each drink or causing chemical reactions every time placed in a separate liquid. This would have caused separate and different data values for each drink as each trial was conducted. For future directions, I could have used different values of sports drinks for a variety of additives, such as potassium, calcium, sodium, as mentioned previously. Another way I could have used it for future direction is using different types of water for the control value. This could have been used as distilled water, tap water, spring water, and other different types of water. Another last future direction would be to compare the sports drinks to other fruit drinks. These fruit drinks could include apple juice, orange juice, because of there's natural citrus value that it could also have more electrolytes than the previously tested drinks I've already done already. Thank you.